Hi Taurus, and welcome back to the Mother Tressa channel. If you are familiar with this space, then you already know what it is. Welcome back. Glad to have you back. But if you're new, welcome in. Come on into this room and feel free as you step into this atmosphere to be your most authentic self wherever you are energetically, be it positive, negative, or neutral. It really doesn't matter so long as you leave better than you came. That's all that matters. Let's see. You guys have the Ace of Wands that came through as the overlying energy. The Cruise that hounds you. You have the Page of Cups. It's okay if you love yourself more than you love anybody else. You have to. You have to start somewhere with this Ace of Wands, right? And it's better to put yourself on a pedestal and be able to really feel self-assured and highly confident and esteemed, right? And feel like you are dominating in your field before you extend out and try to give to other people. Because to neglect with this Page of Cups energy in doing so, then you can find yourself feeling very deprived, and then that's where you get the inversion of that Empress card, where you become very resentful and or vindictive, or where you become highly insecure and you have to rely on the opinions of others to uplift your spirit, and that just your own self-image can be affected in that way. I definitely feel like you guys are feeling highly intuitive at this time also, because you see so much purple here. So I feel like your your crown chakra, and interestingly enough, in the Ace of Wands, Zeus is wearing the crown. I do believe that's Zeus. But your crown chakra can be activated at this time, or you're doing crown chakra cleanses, or with this new moon in the eclipse that we're about to have, you're going to be doing a lot of the purification by way of that ritualistic, I want to say, procedure that you will perform in cleansing all of your chakra centers. What's real about the situation? You have the Justice card. So this is comparing and contrasting. Are you comparing and contrasting the current you to a prior stage of who you are and the current amount of wisdom that you have? You have the Hierophant in the what's wrong position. Some of you guys doubt just how sharp you are. Where you need more information, you guys have the Seven of Cups, and then your outcome card is the Nine of Cups. Because you have the Hierophant and the what's wrong position and the obstacle, this is all about understanding that there is a natural correspondence to the laws of gravity and what's happening in the sky and the transits that are affecting you on an internal level. I feel like some of you guys are very jaded in the way that you perceive that correlational relationship to be happening and how it is affecting you. Some of you guys are not paying attention enough to the messages that are trying to be channeled in through you at this time. Some of you guys are meant to be a vessel in that way by using your insight and or your foresight also here, because the Justice card can be somebody that can predict with great accuracy the probability of future outcomes. Now, in matters of the heart, somebody has or will very soon spark your interest, but it's simply just that because you have the Ace of Wands. It's more so just like that person caught my eye, let me look over there because I find them to be physically attractive, or this is, if you've been interacting with this person for a while now, there is that sensation of likeness, like you see yourself liking them, but the question here with the Hierophant is then, like, do you like them enough to pursue them any further? And do you really see yourself committing to this person? I feel like with some Tauruses, just as easily as you get turned on, you can become very easily turned off and or distracted. And it can be the smallest thing that just annoys you about an individual, and then all of a sudden you find reasons to not honor your heart by way of extending that lightheartedness and entering into a connection with someone and being more intimate with them. Find any flaw that you possibly can. So with this Justice card, it's learning how to be a little bit more open-minded, and it's learning how to be more fair in your assessments of other people. And also, again, if this is going back inwards in your assessment of self and the way that you potentially view yourself and how attractive, when you look in the mirror, you find yourself to be. If this is all about your body images and certain things that you try to cover up with the Hierophant just because it's in the what's wrong position, and you kind of see how like the back end of the centaur, it's like behind this like boulder, if you will. So let's say, typical of a Taurus body, that you are pretty curvy and you carry most of your weight in your thighs or in your buttocks area or like in your ankles, calf area, but that's something that you're self-conscious about. You can find yourself in pictures or in certain circumstances and in dealing with certain people that either you will I don't know if it's called overcompensate. Let me try to explain it. So either when you're interacting with someone, you'll throw your insecurities out there and try to make fun of them and make them as a laughing matter so that person can't like criticize you for it. And it comes off as if you're confident and you seem fine with it. Or you tend to be the type of person that's like in pictures, you will have somebody try to stand in front of you or try to do other things to accentuate your frame or just hide the features that you don't deem to be beautiful or that aren't so easily praised and or admired here with this Cups energy, and especially with the 7 of Cups, because the number 7 on a numerological level talks about Libra's house, who too is ruled by the planet Venus, and it's all about beauty. But beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I'm definitely getting that with this Page of Cups energy here, and then with the 7 and the 9 of Cups. So again, just be very careful in the ways that you view yourself. But if there are any oppositions or squares to your own natal placements, then again, it's not unlikely that you will be feeling a little bit more insecure or feeling a little bit more sensitive. The smallest things can be making you cry at this time, and you're trying to figure out what's wrong with you. Nothing more than the transits that are affecting you, again, on an internal level. Some of you guys don't feel comfortable enough with being that mushy or soft in public. And so for some of you guys with the 7 of Cups in the challenging position, this is you having to get over the way, again, that you feel that other people look at you and or receive you, because Libra's house is also about others. As much as it is also about legal dealings. Some of you guys, your spirits have been dampened, but definitely with the Ace of Wands, your feelings have been hurt by someone that you care and have love for with this Cups energy. I feel like whatever was said that could have been hurtful was very innocent with this Page of Cups, though you, again, may not have perceived it to be that way. But just, I dare you to question the way that you're looking at things again, because you very well can be wrong about the conclusions that you're drawing with this Justice energy. So yeah, quite a few scenarios are coming through. Just take it as it applies. In matters of the heart, the Page of Cups reminds me of mama's boy energy, like somebody that has a very close relationship to their mom. But because the Page of Cups in this depiction is like speaking to narcissists, somebody that was so sheltered in their youth, and out of that paternal or maternal or legal guardian's protection and wanting to protect you and keep you out of harm's way, they did more harm than good by keeping you from the world or this other person. And so yeah, that parental figure, I'm definitely just getting the sense that whoever you might be connecting to has a parental figure or somebody in their life that they are heavily influenced by. And that parent also can be narcissistic here, but definitely mama's boy energy. This person isn't necessarily emotionally intelligent, so their EQ can be low if I'm not talking about you, Taurus. All right, so that can pose as a challenge in matters of relationships and you wanting to be more committed and or vice versa. Because I definitely feel like this person has a tendency to run away from problems or shrug them off, or to pretend that they don't even exist, with the disillusionment that you can get with the Seven of Cups energy. And so those things are needing to change, right? And or evolve in order for you to see more success in your relationship. If you've been separated from someone, which can come through because the Hierophant is in the what's wrong position after you have the Justice card. So this is something that by law of the universe, that's how it wants to come through, that is supposed to happen. Like you two are supposed to be together here, but for some reason or another, there's been a disconnection. This person is wanting to come back in. Definitely there's the desire with the Ace of Wands, with a sincere apology. But I feel like this person, of their own prejudice, again, it's something with somebody's prejudice here, feels like it's not going to be well received. Like if they apologize, though it is genuine and they are truly sorry, they don't know if you will forgive them or not. And with this King of Wands at the bottom, I definitely feel like if this person's going to apologize, or if you owe someone an apology, it definitely has to be strong. It has to be strong and it has to be meaningful. Definitely have to mean what you say, because I feel like this person has had enough of the BS and enough of the runaround, and this person trying to run from their feelings and or emotions. It's not that hard to say that you like somebody. It's not that hard to say that you're disinterested in someone. It's not that hard to say that you just kind of want to give it more time to see how it unravels, to see if it's something that either one of you want to continue to engage in. It's not that hard to say I love you, though it can, not hard, but like challenging the ego and challenging what's familiar and what feels safe and comfortable with this Cups energy. So that's coming to the forefront for you Tauruses. If not you, then somebody else that you're dealing with. They're having to confront all of the ways that they have been inhibited as far as expressing themselves emotionally, but also how that their own personal chart, if not yours, affects them in being able to do so, because maybe they just have more dominant placements, or maybe they just are a little bit more shy and or reserved with this Page of Cups energy. Again, due to being sheltered growing up, or just in being hurt so often, you've just figured out a way to turn off emotion. Then it's you then challenging yourself to be more comfortable again in the expression of, because at the end of the day it becomes self-inflicting. Then you're hurting yourself by saying that to keep yourself from being hurt again, you're just never going to open up and or love anybody else. You know, it would be no surprise that you can't call love into your life then, because you run people away, you scare people off before they have a chance to hurt you. Okay, and then it becomes a repetitive cycle. So just be very careful with that. I feel like if you're comparing and contrasting lovers that you've had, to know what it is that you're trying to call in next, just be very specific when you get to the point that you want to scribe or write it out and put it on some sort of vision board, because you will be able to eclipse out and or manifest in another experience. And for some of you guys, I know that the goal is to get to a place where it's a little bit more emotionally fulfilling, and you have more of a sensational experience where you feel more elation and joy. But again, to do that, it depends on what you're willing to confront. So that's what's coming through, Taurus. If this reading resonated, give me a thumbs up, share this with your friends and family, and subscribe for more. Also, if you need to book with me, I leave all of that information down in the description box, so definitely hit me up. But if I don't hear from you, then please just take care of yourself and your soul until you hear from me again. Ciao.